you're really trying to challenge yourself, you can grow a lot as a person. Whatever I do, I'm going to put my heart and soul into it and just make the most of it.
Our team is a culture of building each other up while also holding each other accountable.
You recognize everybody in the stands when you're playing. It's a real family feel.
The two greatest commandments, you love your God with all your mind, body, and soul, and you'll love your neighbors, you'll love yourself. We're looking for people that want to join that culture.
I have worked with thousands of athletes, many at the professional and Olympic level. I've worked with world record holders, Olympic gold medalists, champions of the Super Bowl. And what I have discovered is that if they truly want to double their talents, it was only going to happen if they developed as a whole person, in body, mind, and soul.
We're the 7th largest athletic department in the country by head count, regardless of level or classification. That's a lot of people that we're working with, and that our faculty and that our administrators and our coaches are forming and developing and making them aware, I think, that there's this moral component to what they're trying to accomplish with their lives.
We're talking about character. We're here to develop the whole person here at Belmont Abbey, and that is the Abbey way. That is what we are striving to do, is be excellence and virtuous in all things, not just one thing. What they do on the court, what they do inside their team, carries with them into our Abbey community, and then carries with them into life.
When I first started to speak about sport and virtue here at the Abbey, one of the things that was crystal clear to me is that this was impossible to do if you didn't have the right coaches. So if you did not have coaches that were mentors and teachers first, that brought this, they wanted this for them, this is how they lived their lives, and then able to impart that in a competitive way.
We're forming and developing students, and those fields of competitions are classrooms. And our coaches are teaching on those classrooms and imparting lessons to these students that they can't learn in a bio lab.
That's the difference here at the Abbey, is that we have coaches who are true mentors and teachers. They understand sport and virtue, and they understand that we're giving up on nothing. We want it all.
I think one of the things in recruiting that we're trying to do is find the people that are at the right time in their life to come into the program, that have a thirst, a passion, and a hunger to do something great.
There is a love for the dignity of oneself, that you can hone yourself through mastery, through temperance and fortitude.
You have to really be focused, you have to really be dedicated. You're not getting to do what everybody else is doing. You're having to make harder choices, and you're sacrificing and putting your teammates first.
What would it take to get really good at this? Are you willing to dedicate yourself to this? Are you willing to overcome self in the process?
Sport is almost like an incubator, for virtue. They have to show resiliency, where they have to handle defeat, where they have to learn how to win the right way, to work with other people, to face challenges, right? Injuries, to overcome adversity.
How am I going to deal with sacrifice? How am I going to take on pain and discomfort? Which sport has a lot of that. How am I going to take that? Part of it is having that deeper, more profound understanding of why I do what I do in life, and how, in imitation of Christ, I take on sacrifice.
We join our own sufferings to Christ's passion, as St. Paul says. We complete what is lacking in the sufferings of Christ. So that usually gives people kind of the strength.
When I'm not being successful, I just go to Jesus every time.
Every time you step on the court, whether it's practice or a match or whatever, you're using that as an opportunity to glorify God.
How we play is important as the result. Our faith makes it easier to get into that mindset. And it's a beautiful place to be, and that's what's beautiful about Belmont Abbey.
And that's why we have the quote that we talk about a lot within our athletic department of sport properly directed. I think those are very, very important words. Finding the way that you can take what God's given you and do your best with it.
It's life, it's consequences. You don't have to play sport and be successful, but what a great platform in order to try to, again, develop the kind of habits so that you can be the kind of person that you were meant to be as you get older.
No one cares 40 years from now whether you can drop, step, and finish with your offhand. No one. But the skills that it takes to learn how to do that, right? To actually have a coach work with you, trying to teach these virtues through repetition of fundamental at a faster and more explosive rate of speed. That's really all sport is about. But isn't that what all life is about in a way? Being able to do the simple things well.
I see that time and time and time again with our student athletes, how they form and develop here. They continually take everything they learned with them here out into the world and make it a better place. And that's something that I just find so rewarding.
My hope is that here at the Abbey, we become a model for that we are the model of sport and virtue, and that people see that, oh wow, you can do this at a high level. So you can still be a nationally ranked person or team, and at the same time, be a truly virtuous man or woman. That is what I hope for. I hope that's all of sport, but we'll start here, and then we hope to impact the rest of the culture and society as we go on.